Hello and welcome to Alumni Stadium. We got the D10 final game here for you on Friday Night Lights. The St. James Lions and the Ross Royals, the two lower seeds coming into the playoffs, both making it to the finals.
Yeah, we saw GC, the top-ranked team, get beat by the 4 seed, the Lions. The Lions are making their second appearance in as many years. They look to impress here again.
And we'll switch to the Ross team. They won a thrilling game against Centennial, which a lot of teams had tipped to winning D10 as well. So they're looking strong coming into this finals as well.
Yeah, Ross with the last-second touchdown to win that game. They've had some exciting ones. We expect nothing less from them here.
And the opening kick is off and underway. Looking to try to field a return. And that ball is loose. That's picked up by the Royals. That was Ruben Bronco with the return there. And he coughs it up. Ross is going to get a fantastic start.
Comes loose and the Royals recover. They will get started now.
Tucker O'Brien looked like with the recovery there, and this is huge. They will start with the ball on the 31-yard line.
Yeah, you saw him try to go to the far side, cut it back. Lots of Royals around him trying to make that tackle. Ball came free.
Not sure who got a hand in there, but it looked like someone jarred that one loose. Looks like we're going to have a timeout for the Lions.
Timeout for the Lions.
Seeing them call timeout a little bit early. Maybe they just have to go over something with the defense. They're not expected to be out there right now.
Yeah, the offense was expected to come on the field. Probably just trying to hype this defense up because nothing kills your confidence like an early fumble.
So Ross, starting out with this good field position, they have a very strong running game. Probably just pound the rock here.
Yeah, Théogene Gaston and also his brother at quarterback. They run the ball beautifully, and they did it last week.
So they will start at the 31. Good starting field position. And on first, it will be a run here, and that won't result to much. Just a short gain on first.
Looks like they'll pick up about 2 there. Théogene Gaston with that carry.
So both these defenses played real aerial attack offenses. Centennial and GC both like to air the ball out. So their defense is pretty good against the pass. Any concerns against the run here?
No, both these defenses played phenomenal all year. Especially Ross. We saw Ross last week shut down a really high-powered offense in Centennial who had put up a lot of points all year.
St. James is going to get the stop here and get them off the field, it looks like. That was Joseph Younes with the tackle.
Wrapped up in the backfield. That will be for a loss. Third down.
I say looks like. I don't think they're going to kick here. No change in personnel. It's going to be 3rd and 8 if they go for it.
We did see Max Nixon kick a 40-yard field goal in warm-up today.
And that won't matter because they are out there. They're going for it. And that snap was bobbled. Nico Gingaston's going to keep, and he's going to be taken down at the 35. St. James will take over.
This is huge for the St. James Lions. Fumbled the ball on the kick return. Gave the Royals good field position. The Royals decide to go for it, and the St. James Lions defense comes up big.
So Ross had a good chance to get points. You mentioned that their kicker Nixon was knocking down 40-yarders. That would have been within his range. I know hindsight's 20/20, but you should probably be attempting to take points there.
I'm good with the risky call there. They tried it, it didn't work. They're gonna have to live with that.
So this is gonna be Ethan Berry. He's gonna roll to his right, and he'll be taken down. Berry in for the injured Jacob Thomas, and the first place from scrimmage for him is gonna wind up as a sack.
Yeah, that makes that game last week that they won against the #1 ranked GC Gales last week so much more impressive. Ethan Berry, the backup quarterback, taking over for Jacob Thomas, came in and won a huge game for this Lions team.
So it'll be 2nd and 11 after the sack. Trying to get someone to jump here. Now Barry will take the snap. He's going to unload. That ball looks to hang up in the air, and it is I believe, no, it will be incomplete. That was Jose Matrina, the intended target.
Yeah, that ball hung up there forever. Matrina had a chance, bobbled it, and ended up not coming down with it.
Third down.
So after getting the ball back, St. James will go 2 and out here.
Both defenses off to a great start.
Yeah, we see their quarterback now that's in Ethan Berry. He can sling the ball, just maybe make some questionable decisions with his throws.
Yeah, we saw when Jacob Thomas got hurt, Ethan Berry came in. I think got picked off 4 times, I believe.
So that punt will be fielded around the 45, and there's running room on the near side. Sam Berry's going to cut it back to the middle, making people miss, and he's taken down at the 20.
Gabe Valdez just saved a touchdown, but Sam Berry takes that ball deep into Lions territory. Now let's see if the Royals can get points here. Had a beautiful opportunity to start the game with the fumble, and now we'll have another one here.
Massive 2 plays, both coming on special teams early today with the fumble recovery, then that massive return for Sam Berry and the Ross Royals. They're going to set up shop at the 21. It's going to be a run right up the gut here for Teo Gingaston. Won't amount to much, maybe 1 or 2 on the pickup.
The run game's looking pretty slow to start off here. And Teo Gingaston had a huge game last week.
So it looks like St. James is going to make this Ross offense throw.
And when they were forced to throw last week, they actually came up with some huge plays.
So they're going to throw here on 2nd and long. It's going to be just a screen play here, and that won't amount to much either. And we will see a change of personnel here for Ross. They are a bit closer for a field goal here, up on the 19, depending the spot. Yeah, the 19.
This will be a 26-yard field goal.
And this should be well within Nixon's comfort range.
Is to note, there is a bit of a wind out there tonight.
Going in the kicker's favor here. And a line drive kick for Nixon is up, and it is good. First lead of the game is credited to Ross, 3-zip.
Great job at this Lions defense again. They've struggled quite a bit on special teams, but they kept them to 3 that time again.
So St. James are going to have to come out. The 2 and out first possession. Do they change anything? They did have success in the running game last week.
Yeah, we've seen this team be a pretty run-heavy team through the years of D10 with Tanner Nelms, who is now at Wilfrid Laurier. And their run game looked really good last week.
Yeah, it was mainly Ben Cotterill, but this is going to be a sweep, and that's Nick Bertolo, and that's going to go absolutely nowhere. Stop back near the 25-yard line. That's going to be a big loss
Ty
here.
Doink is there with this stop. Believe he was in there first. And this defense is doing a great job against the run.
2nd and 19 upcoming after the sweep goes the wrong way for St. James. And a screen's going to be set up here for St. James. And still trying to get off some tackles. Won't get back to the original line of scrimmage, only picking up a few. That's Kelvin Kuboto.
Great job by Ross. They missed 2 tackles there, but they just had waves and waves of tacklers and finally bring them down.
Out comes the punting unit for the Lions.
This will be the Lions' 2nd time punting in the first quarter already.
Yeah, we saw the big return from Barry earlier on. Ross has been gifted for the first 2 possessions. Pretty good field position. Only coming away with 3. This one will be sent to the near side, and it will bounce its way out of bounds. Mark that at around the 38. Yep, the 38-yard line is where Ross will start.
A possession of the football on their own 38.
So starting out on the 38 here. I don't think either team's picked up a first down at this point in this game. It's just going to be a run here for Teojinga Stall, and that's going to be wrapped up for a loss of 1 or 2. So you see some rough stuff going on there. Should fizzle out.
So right now, both these defenses played excellent. It still is very early, but they've given each other nothing.
So we got another 2nd and long for Ross here as they're going to try to pick it up and sustain their drive. And they're going to look to the right. That pass is complete. Tackle made right on the spot. And St. James is going to get another stop here. It's Michael Fonte with the tackle.
Shavin with the catch, but immediately met by Ross Royal. Over on 3rd.
So this will be Ross's first punt of the game.
And Nixon will get this one away. That bounce is going to keep this ball in bounds. And that ball's loose. Hold on. Let's see who recovers this ball.
I think this is Lions' ball. And it will be.
So that was Liam Burke on the return.
And I believe that was Sam Barry who made the hit there. That's his 2nd big special teams play of the game. Had the return earlier, but Lions luckily recover that one.
That's good on Barry because he waited out to make sure there's no yards call. Ran in, made that big play there on the ball, causing the ball to come loose.
Not sure who the returner was on that play, but looks like they wanted the contact there. They engaged in the contact and just lost the ball.
And that's another bobbled snap. Hold on, that's still loose. I think Ross has that ball. And the mistakes for St. James here is going to cost them. They've had 3 fumbles already in this game, and that is the 2nd one they're going to lose.
That's going to be Tyler Baxter who picks up that one.
Baxter for the Royals. They take over 1st and 10 on the Lions.
And now Ross's defense comes up big with a turnover.
And at this point with these turnovers, you're asking a little bit too much of your defense if you're St. James because they've been good.
Yeah, so far your defense has been up to the task, only holding Ross to 3 points. And Ross had some great field position.
Teojinga Stone is going to get free on this run, and it won't amount to too much.
I believe he got 7 there. Actually, sorry, not 7. Looks like he got 5.
And this is probably the best position that Ross has been in here on 2nd down.
Yeah, 2nd and 5 here. And someone jumped there.
People jumping there, yeah. Looks like both sides are pointing to each other. We'll see what the flags amount to. So we await the call here. So seeing St. James, they went pretty deep last year. Do you think it really matters anything in this game that they've had experience in real competitive playoff atmospheric games.
I think it definitely does. This is a pressure-packed game, and there's a lot of returning players for St. James. Maybe not their strongest player, but there's still a lot of starters we see out there. And so far, it hasn't really mattered because they just haven't been able to hold on to the ball.
So that penalty was on Ross. And there is going to be a flag on the far side. Nico Gingaston trying to pick up some yards and maybe avoided a big hit there as he was tackled across the I believe
He got the first, yeah.
Yeah, across where he needed to be for a first down. We'll see what the flag is on the far side.
And it's going to be against Ross. So that's coming back.
It's going to be a second and even longer.
So the biggest offensive play we've seen so far is coming back because of a penalty.
Second and real long here for Ross. Dropping back to Nico Gingaston, throwing over the top, intended for his receiver Copeland Frassen, falling incomplete. And this should be around punting territory here.
Ball was just in front of Frassen, couldn't get his hands on it, and looks like they're going to bring on the punting team.
Yeah, though that would have been short, that would have put him into field goal range, I assume.
I'm guessing Nixon is going to try to get the 1 point here.
Now there's some confusion with the St. James return team.
I think they thought they were going for it and they moved up. There's going to be a timeout.
Ross is going to take it. And it looks like a few of the players on the Ross side are confused why that timeout was taken.
I think they were players short. I believe they were. I think they only had 11 men on the field.
So after that timeout, Ross should be all right here to punt this away. Still a little bit of a delay going on. And that's a low snap, taken on a bounce, and it's going to be a fake here. And that's what the timeout probably was for, but Max Nixon is going to be taken down well short.
Nixon goes to the ground after the low snap, however, not near.
So the fake does not work out, and the ball will go back to the Lions. So Lions defense stands tall again, still a 3-0 game, even though they've had a ton of mistakes.
So they're going to trot back out here again for another drive. That's a high snap, and that run is going absolutely nowhere, stuffed at the line of scrimmage. That was Ben Cotterill on the carry.
The handoff to Cotterill goes at the yard. Second and 11 now.
So still nothing really working for St. James here.
Second and 11 now. Looking to pass is Barry. He's going to have to scamper out. And now trying to make some people miss is Ethan Barry. And he'll be tackled short of a first down.
Ethan Barry with a great effort to get out of trouble. Picks up quite a few yards on the ground. Doesn't seem to be enough for a first.
And he will be stopped, and I imagine they are punting once again.
Call it 3rd and 5.
Yeah, big change of personnel.
We saw last year St. James faked almost every punt they set up. They fake extra points. I can't even recall when they actually punted this year. It looks like they like to punt a lot more than they did last year.
Saw onside kicks to start the game from them as well. That punt, I think you're better off going and faking that one there. And that should be no yards as well, if I'm not mistaken. Unless it was partially blocked. I'm not sure exactly.
Looks like they're just going to spot it on the Lions' 51-yard line. And Ross will take over here.
Plays blown dead. Ross to take over the football.
Yeah, and you can't really afford to keep giving the Royals this field position here because eventually their offense is going to have to pop at some point if you keep giving them these opportunities here. This is going to be a sweep here. It's Sam Barry, and that ball is out, and that ball is recovered by the Lions. And they're going to say he didn't keep his foot in. That's John Charbonneau that was trying to bring it back. But St. James will get the ball back. Hold on, there is a flag. That was where the backfield was here.
Right now, the line judge.
St. James takes the ball back.
So it's going to be St. James ball here. Barry, who's made so many special teams plays already in this first quarter, fumbles the ball there.
So this is going to be the best field position that St. James has started with.
Fans, a reminder, the University of Guelph Athletics Program is a proud partner of the
As we've got just seconds remaining in the first quarter.
on Facebook.
It's going to be a run for Ben Cotterill, and a quick burst gets him across the 50, pretty close to a first there. Should set him up for second and very manageable.
Cotterill with the run there, giving St. James their biggest play so far.
Second and short now for St. James as they're into Royals territory.
And now looks like two receivers are coming out. They're most likely to go to that full house set.
Looks like they will do that here.
This is going to be a run for Cotterill, but he looks to be stuffed here.
A bunch of Royals in on that one, and he is short.
Lions go back to Cotterill on the ground, but Ross standing and waiting for him.
So about half a yard there.
Looks like they're just going to keep the jumbo set here on the final play of the first quarter. We have seen them throw the ball out of this set, try to catch defenses off guard with play action, but this will just be another run, and I believe he's going to pick that up.
That could be tight.
Yeah, we'll see where the ball's spotted. Just trying to organize everything out of the pile, and this is a pretty big call for this drive. It will be good, I believe.
He got it.
That will be enough for first down.
So we will flip this side of the field. St. James picking up the first to start the second quarter here. They'll be set up with 1st and 10 in Ross territory.
Also the first down we have seen today from either offense.
Fans, if you're cold, reminder, McDonald's is out front with a truck full of free hot beverages. Hot chocolate, coffee, cappuccinos, you name it, they have it.
So keeping to the jumbo set here is St. James. It's going to be a toss out for Cotterill, and Cotterill's going to pick one up here, pick up a first down.
So another first down right after that first one they just had. Ben Cotterill moves the chains once again.
Now the ball's marked up at the 34 here. No change for their personnel. And they're going to pass here. There's pressure coming, and he's going to be taken
Ball's
down.
out.
Ball was out at the end of the play.
And it is, I believe that was Ty Doinkis there on the strip sack.
Knocks the football loose. Ross falls on top of it, and they will gain
And for
possession.
St. James, it's been turnover city for them early here.
Yeah, they haven't been able to hold on to the ball so far in this game. I believe that's their 4th fumble. 3rd one that was picked up by the Royals.
Yeah, and Barry, there's not much he can do about that. Dokas came in the blind side, but still just managing the football here for St. James.
Good job by Doinkis to go for that ball.
And this is going to be another run here for Théogène Gaston. And he's going to get across the 50. That will amount to a first for the Royals.
So both these offenses now coming out in the second quarter, moving the ball better than they did in the whole first quarter.
First and 10.
And this is going to be another running play here, but St. James looks to be on top of it. They'll get a stop. It'll be second down and 8 or 9.
Second down.
So now second down here. It's going to be a pass here for Ross. Nico-Jean Gaston, he's going to look down the field. He has Copeland Frassen. That's caught. And Frassen's down to the 5.
Great throw right on the dime for Frassen, who beat his man.
Huge gain after catch.
And that's by far the biggest play we've had from scrimmage so far.
Saving a touchdown. We first and goal from that 5-yard line.
Now Ross will have the ball first and goal, 5-yard line. They'll try to punch this one in.
So we'll see what they roll out in after the big play. It's going to be a running play for Théogène Gaston. And he is in. And mark that up for 6 for the Royals. 9 zip.
Copeland Frassen with the big play, and then Théogène Gaston puts it in there. Be 9-0 for the Royals.
And that kick will be up and good. So a single added to that. It'll be 10 zip for Ross and St. James. They've got to clean up some mistakes and pretty quickly here.
Yeah, they've made a lot of special teams and offensive mistakes here. We're doing a nice job last drive, though, of moving the ball, which is a positive, because both these teams really couldn't move the ball until the second quarter.
And there will be some variance to that Packers that came out last time in the full house, as they will change it up, have more receivers out wide. It's going to be a run for Cotterill, and Ben Cotterill is going to pick up a first.
It's Ben Cotterill, who had a huge game last week. Looks to be back on track after a slow first quarter.
It's now on first, high snap. Barry's going to corral it. It'll be Cotterill running forward again. That'll be just 2 or 3. And it'll be second and make it 7. Second and 7 upcoming.
Second and 7.
And another run here for Cotterill will not be enough for a first, just getting to midfield.
Be about 3 short. It looks like the punt unit will come on.
Not enough for a first. 3rd and 3.
So now another punt here for St. James. And that's another high punt, not a great one here, as that will be fielded. They're going to have a late flag.
Imagine that will be no yards.
Following the flag, tack on 15 to where the ball was spotted. The Royals now 1st and 10 from their own 50. A 10-0 lead with 6:53 to go in the first half.
So now Ross going to step up. They get the ball at their own 50-yard line.
Someone jumped.
And yeah, that play is going to be whistled right down.
So I imagine Ross will move back 5 here.
Laundry on the field means Ross jumped, driving back 5 yards, still first down, 1st and 15 here on D10 Friday Night Lights, proudly brought to you by McDonald's restaurants.
So this amounting to 1st and 15 here. And then play action's going to have Nico Gingaston spin off a tackle. Now he's going to try to keep going. Still going to Nico Gingaston. And he's going to get past another defender. What a play by him.
That was a huge play there. Avoided the sack. And it looked like about 5 people could have got him. He kept spinning, kept making moves, and that's a huge play there.
No one could seem to tackle him as he's been pretty evasive. That one picking up a first. Crowd's looking to love it here.
Honestly, it looked like he was just going to avoid that sack and then get tackled by a pile, but he avoided that sack, spun once again, and then took off.
It's going to be a running play for Théo Gingaston.
I think he'll get about 2 there.
Teo takes the handoff, picks up what looks to be 2 yards. 2nd and 8. Hockey fans, Hockey Day in
We're closing in on the 5-minute mark here.
at the Griffin Center, Guelph, hosting the Nipissing Lakers. Sure to be a great time. Get your tickets at griffins.ca/tickets.
It's going to be delay of game there. That will push them back 5.
Time count violation against the Ross Royals.
That'll bring it to 2nd and 13.
2nd down.
And this is going to be a pass for Nico Gingaston. It's low and incomplete.
And that will bring up third.
That was Frass in the intended target.
Looks like the punt unit will come on.
And it looks like there's going to be a timeout called here for St. James.
Lions called their second timeout of the first half. None remaining for St. James. 4:35 on the clock.
So, seeing St. James, they still got that goose egg up here on the board. Did they need points going into the half?
Again, they don't need points. There's still tons of time left in this game. Their defense has played phenomenal, but they got to start moving the ball a bit more. Cotterill has started to get going in the second quarter. Obviously, you want points, but you do not need them if you want to win this game. You're still in this game because of your defense.
So the delay from that timeout is over. They should be good to punt it away here. And Nixon's going to get a decent punt away that will bounce at a bounds. Looks like it'll be marked at the 18-yard line.
Really good punt there. Gets them inside the 20.
The Lions will get started.
Lions are going to be in a pretty tough spot here.
Yeah, they just got to do something on offense because Cotterill, he can get going. It just, Ross can jump on the run for sure. So they've got to have another dimension to this offense where it's going to be a run for Cotterill, and you see that stopped there. And they're going to bring up a 2nd and long here.
Cotterill greeted by a committee of Ross Royals on the
Looks like it could be a passing down here for the Lions.
brought down to the backfield.
I believe we've seen them go to the air twice. No success yet.
Yeah, and going to the air wide open over the middle. It's caught Nick Bertolo. That should be enough for a first. Actually, they're going to spot it short, I believe.
Looks like it's going to be
Nick Bartolo makes
a yard short.
Yeah, that's not a favorable spot here for St. James. It looks like they're going to go for it, but
This could be a huge play for the Royals here if they could get a stop.
it's going to be a running play, and it's going to be wrapped right up here. Ross is going to get their stop.
And that's huge for Ross because now they get the ball. I believe that's going to be at the 25.
holding up on that third down.
Actually,
By St. James, that will be a turnover on downs.
I think it's going to be at the 25. We'll see where they spot it, and it will be.
So
Now with 3:08 left in the first half.
I thought Bertolo had enough initially when he caught that ball, but that spot really hurt St. James as now Ross has the ball back.
It's a great opportunity for the Royals, approaching the 3-minute warning.
And this is just going to be Théogène Gaston, and that is going to be a good gain for him. Still up, and he's going to make his way in for a touchdown.
And how many tacklers did he bounce off there? Théogène Gaston with his second touchdown of the game, and that will make it 16-0 in this first half.
Down there, Jean Charbonneau, he looks to be shaken up for the Lions.
And Théogène Gaston just bounced off about 3 people there. Like a pinball. And Charbonneau is still down. We'll be back with you in a sec.
is out front with a bunch of free, yes, free hot beverages. That's hot chocolate, there's cappuccino. That's
So
coffee,
Charbonneau is up. He's walking to his sideline. Nixon's PAT is good. Make that 17 zip in favor of Ross. And I asked the question, was 10-0? Do you need points? Still same answer, you think, when it's 17-0 here?
Yeah, this is going to be tough for St. James. They want to get points here before the first half is over, which is going to be tough because they're going to start on their own 35 here. Haven't really seen them put a good drive together so far in this game.
Yeah, what do they got? 1 first down, I think.
I believe it's Touche. And I believe Cotterill got both of those. Haven't really seen them go to the passing game besides that last play there to Bertolo.
That just to signify the 3-minute marks passed. And now they're going to go to the air. It's Bertolo. It's caught in the middle of the field. He's going to try to put on the burners here, but he is taken down across the 45. Good pickup.
Yeah, Bartolo first week on Friday Night Lights. We saw him have a monster game. There he has a huge play for the Lions. That's just what they needed.
2:32 to go. First down from the 44.
Going back to the air. This throw is incomplete.
Tydonkis, who's already had a beautiful game with the strip sack, got his hands on that one. Could have been intercepted.
So now it'll be 2nd and 10 after the incompletion. Second and 10 now. Barry's going to take the snap. It's over the top. Bertolo.
Bartolo looks shaken up there.
Yeah, that's going to be a first down. He did take a shot at the end of that.
The third time we've seen Bartolo get that ball on that slant.
And he's going to need some attention here for the Lions. We'll be right back for that. So after Bertolo gets up, it'll be first down. And without one of their best weapons already in Jacob Thomas, Bertolo will be out. We'll see how long he'll be out as that pass is caught by Jose Matrina.
Jose Matrina had a huge impact on the team last year. Same goes as this year, and he just makes a huge play there.
That's going to move the sticks.
First down, Lions.
And this is going to be a run for Cotterill, and don't even think about that one. Ross is all over it on first.
It's Cody Smith there with the stop. And that's going to be a huge loss.
Cotterill in the backfield, a huge loss, 2nd and long.
Minute 52 left in this first half. Lions have put together a pretty good drive here.
It's going to be a throw, and it's over and incomplete, intended for Dylan McGee. Had
Had his man, just overthrew him there. Now it's going to bring up third.
Barry overthrows his target. Third down following an incomplete pass.
So this should be from 35 out, this kick here. From the left hash, Cameron Ross's kick is good, and that's going to bring it to a 2-score game.
Yeah, good job by the Lions here. Didn't have too much time left to make that drive. Put together a good drive. Nick Bortolo being a huge part of that, and they get the points they needed pretty much.
So now Ross's offense will trot back out here as St. James just put up points. And that sweep is actually, the ball's going to come out there as Frassen couldn't come up with it. Ross will jump on it though.
Blake Faulkner falls on top of the football. Luckily for the Royals, they do retain possession. A loss of about 3 on the play, second and long. And a reminder, University of Guelph Athletics program is proud to partner up with Guelph Minor Football. If you want to learn more about the Guelph Minor Football Association,
It's now second and long after that disastrous sweep attempt. Now Nico Jean-Gaston rolling to his right. Gonna step back. Now he throws. It's caught and dropped, actually. Couldn't keep the hands on the football. That'll be third down.
Ston there had great footwork in the pocket there. Got that throw off a bit high. His man had it, just dropped it. Now Nixon will be out here to punt.
Now Nixon will get it away. It'll be picked up and tackle is made across the 50-yard line. Liam Burke on the return.
That's Liam Burke on the punt return. Picks up a few yards after.
So only 54 seconds left in the first half now.
54 seconds left here in the second quarter.
St. James has no timeouts left.
And now a screen is being set up here for Cotterill. He's going to try to break it to the far side. It'll be a decent pick up there. Give him 5.
Here he finds Ben Cotterill in the air. A gain of about 5 or 6. Second down.
And now there's going to be a quick throw. It falls incomplete.
Intended for Henry there. He had his hands on it, but didn't come down with it. So third down.
That will be third down now.
Not too much time here, but it looks like the punt unit's going to come out.
See if Ross can make anything with this possession that they get off the punt. That's not a great punt either, as most of the St. James punts haven't been fantastic. But hold on, here's Sam Barry, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. 17 seconds left.
That's Sam Barry's second big return of the game.
Bunch of green space. Runs the ball all the way over midfield.
If Ross can get around a, say, a 15-yard play here. They're in field goal range, only 17.7 seconds left.
Yeah, I mean, to note, they are kicking against the wind, but it looks like the wind's calmed down a little bit as to where it was earlier. And he's going to pass here. That ball is caught at the 35. They're going to have to hustle back to the line. I believe they're out of timeouts, or they might have one.
A fantastic job by the receiver to hold on to the football. That's a complete pass. First and 10.
Rolling to his left. Now, this will be the last play of the game as there's just zeros on the clock. Sorry, not the game, the half, as Nico Gingaston will just throw it away. And that will wrap it up for the first half. Royals up 14-17 to 3. And both defenses have been balling out for each team.
Ton of football left to go. We will be back with the quarters.
All right, we're back for the second half here. St. James going to kick off to Ross to start this off. It's going to be Sam Barry, who's had 2 decent returns already. He's looking to get some blocks, and he's on that far side. And there's going to be a flag called over near the Ross sideline, close to midfield on that return.
Yeah, Barry's doing a great job of getting to that edge and using his speed to gain plenty of yards. That time, James Martin stopped him. See what this flag is for.
That call is going to be against St. James here. That'll move Ross right up.
Yeah, they'll get really good field position here.
Unnecessary roughness assessed against the Lions, 1st and 10.
So I believe they threw that flag for the hit out of bounds, I believe. I'm not sure. It'll be 15 yards, and
Yeah,
there's
it's
going to be
gonna be
another
illegal
flag.
procedure, I
Théogène
believe.
Gaston is going to pick up quite a few yards, but
I think it's coming back. I think one of the receivers on the right side went a little early.
Jean Gaston on a run all the way until he runs into James Martin for the Lions. He gets the stop. Not before the first down, but another flag on the field.
Oh, it was actually against the Lions, so
that's going to be a pretty good gain there for Ross, as they're going to be set up now at the 25.
Ruling on the field was offside against St. James. Ross elects to decline that.
I thought for sure one of Ross's receivers went early.
Now Nicogene Gaston's going to take off. Still going, and that's a decent gain there.
Believe
Might just be short by 1 or 2.
thought he got out to 15. Looks like they'll mark him at the 18.
About 7 yards, 2nd, 8 yards.
Never mind, they're going to move him up. To the 16, I believe.
There's a player down on that far side, so we'll take a quick break and be back. And now Ross's offense will come back onto the field here. And this is going to be Théogène Gaston. He'll be patient in the backfield, look for a hole, and that should be good for a first.
So Ross moving the ball pretty well here on their opening drive. Started off with a good return. And then a penalty on the hit out of bounds moved them all the way up to the Lions 40. And now they're in the red zone here looking to strike early.
Now this is going to be a sweep here. Sam Barry, ball's out. Ball's recovered for St. James. And he will be tackled at the 25-yard line. Dallin Evans picking up that fumble.
And that's a huge play for this Lions defense. That ball just popped out. Evans grabs it, takes it for a good return. And that's exactly what the Lions needed in that situation, because it seemed like Ross was going to come out with points.
And now this St. James offense, they're going to have to capitalize off getting the ball back here, because they can't go 2 and out and have another bad drive, put their defense back on the field.
Yeah, Ethan Barry has had some success. We saw passing the ball at the end of that second quarter. Let's see if they start going to the pass game a lot more, and they
That's
fumbled the ball.
We've seen a lot of that. That's Cotterill jumping on it. We saw Bertola was out. He is back in for the Lions.
And that's definitely good news because he got 3 big balls there on the drive that gave them their 3 points.
Yeah, and him lining up in the slot, all those have just been quick slants, quick hitters to him in the middle of the field.
And one of those he took for a massive game.
So Ross going to have to find a way to stop that. He's not lined up in the slot. He'll be out wide. Motion
And
here, and there's going to be a flag. I believe that's a time count violation on the Lions.
Time count violation assessed to St. James. That will be a loss of 5 yards, bringing up second and very, very long.
So definitely a passing situation here for the Lions.
And pass they'll do as that ball hangs up there. It's incomplete. Darren Kaczynski was in the area trying to make the pick. He couldn't hold on to it.
Ball just got away from Barry there.
Barry's pass hangs.
And that could have been picked off and taken for 6.
He nearly picks it off.
But it looks like they'll get out of that one, and I imagine they'll punt.
Yeah, third and very long, and we said they can't go 3 and out or 2 and out again. Sorry, and put their defense in a tough spot, and looks like that's what's going to happen. They can't really flip field either. Their punts haven't been fantastic. As that one, I say that, but that looks like to be a pretty good punt. Barry's going to try to make some people miss here with the return, and he's trying to hold on to that ball. He's going to fall to the 45.
Beautiful punt followed up by a fantastic return from Sam Barry.
Barry would not go down on that one. And it looks like we have a hurt player. That's Evan Mail. Took quite a shot from Barry on that return. And we'll be back with you in a sec.
So Mayo will make his way back. Now first down here for Ross, Teo Jean-Gaston. He's going to be wrapped up.
Gain of about 3.
And we didn't talk about this much, but this Ross team had a massive turnover, as last year they were a team that was out of the playoffs, getting lit up by teams, and now they're in a very good situation here.
Yeah, this Ross team last year didn't win a game all year, and now they're in the D10 championship game. Quite a turnaround for them. And this Lions team, as we mentioned before, was here last year, made it real deep into Kwasa.
Yeah, so tale of two opposites here, as that will be Nico Jean-Gaston. He's going to be maybe 1.5 yards short.
Nico Jean-Gaston brought down at between the 36 and the 37. It will be third down.
And it looks like they're going to sneak it here. Nico Gingaston. That should be enough. Yeah, that will be enough for a first.
Bring 2 linemen out there. Bring on 2 receivers now.
That's enough for a first down. Move the chains.
And this is going to be just a running play for Théo Gingaston. That'll be a pretty good gain there. Bringing up second and manageable.
Lions, who are doing great against the run. In the first half, I've let Théo Gingaston get loose multiple times so far. But overall, this defense has played amazing. We realistically looked at this, Ross could be running away with this game if it was not for this defense.
It's going to be another run, and that will be another first. And the Royals look to be pretty good on this drive here, picking up some firsts.
I believe all of them have been on the ground. Théo Gingaston.
The Royals knocking on the door around the 12-yard line. The 17-yard line.
So first down here from the 17. It's going to be another give here.
Short gain up the gut. Second down.
So now second and around 6 upcoming. And looking for a screen that's tipped into the hands of Nixon. Will be short.
See what they decide to do here.
Yeah, it looks like they're going to come and kick a field goal here.
Would move it to a 3-score game if this is successful.
Now, Nixon will put that up and through. So that makes it a 3-score ball game. And now St. James is going to have to get some points here.
Yeah, it's panic time now, especially because Ross is running the ball so good, taking a lot of time off this clock. We'll start this one at the 35.
This is going to be a run for Cotterill. Decent gain there, maybe 4.
Cotterill picks up 5, second and 5.
And Cotterill's going to run here. Looks like he'll be short, and now on this third down, probably going to see them go for it here.
Got 3rd and a yard here.
Cotterill good for 4 on that one. Unfortunately, that brings up 3rd down.
They're not going to bring that jumbo set out. They might go sneak as well, which is never a bad call. needing to just pick up 1 yard. It's going to be bobbled. Cotterell's going to jump on it. Doesn't matter. They're going to turn it over on downs. And they've just been sloppy with the football.
Yeah, high snap there for Barry. He corrals it and then tries to quickly give it to Cotterell and just fumbles that ball. And we've seen this story for St. James before, where they've had a couple of bad snaps that have resulted in fumbles. We saw one already today, and it just totally screws up the play when you have a bad snap. And someone... Nope, no one jumped.
No, there
Nope,
is a flag, yeah, on the far side at the 40. We'll see what the call is here.
I think it's going to be against St. James, offsides.
.245 left here in the third quarter. 17-point ball game, but St. James' offense hasn't looked great as Ross's defense has held them to, what is it, 3 or 4 first downs at this point? Not too many.
Offside against St. James. They'll make it 1st and 5.
And now this is going to be play action. Now rolling to his right is Nico Jean-Gaston. Unloading now. He's got a man open. It'll fall incomplete. That's Sam Barry.
Just had Sam Barry just a bit too far for him. Good play design there on the bootleg. But it will bring up 2nd.
And this is going to be a fake sweep. They're going to hand it off up the middle. That should be enough.
Hand off up the middle is enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 ball at the 30.
So that first down is picked up here for Ross, and whether they get a score or not, even just bleeding down the clock to sometime in the 4th quarter would be nice for them, as it's going to be another running play for Théo Jean-Gaston. He is going to pick up a few there.
Not too many. Nice job by the Lions defense to stuff that one. Almost coming to the conclusion of this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, the clock keeps rolling here.
Gain of about 2 on the run. 2nd down now.
The exchange point of the quarterback, because what really gets for is for like the zone slice, and the free just bumps over, and then you can.
And now looking to throw. Now running is Nico Jean-Gaston. He'll be dropped before the 20.
That was a quarterback draw there. They're going to be close. Looks like they're going to sub out 2 receivers, bring in some offensive linemen, and try to push for this 1st down.
Yep, some more offensive linemen here. And it's going to be Théo Jean-Gaston. He's going to bounce out to the right, and that will be good enough for a 1st.
Yeah, the middle was all clogged up. Bounces to the outside, gets the 1st down.
And we'll see one more play until the end of the 3rd quarter.
Jean-Gaston eventually stopped around the 17 or 18-yard line. 1st and 10. This is the final play of the 3rd quarter. 20-3, the Royals lead.
And now final play here of the third quarter. It is a sweep, and there's some room for Sam Barry. Looking to push some blocks forward. He will be.
I think he got in. Nope, they're going to mark him
Just
short.
Sam Barry looking for the score, but
Nice run from Barry there, but Malik Faulkner is setting up quite a few blocks in front of him.
Yeah, we always talk about Faulkner. He's great at that fullback position. We saw him have a huge play on a screen last week.
conclude the third quarter outplay. Again, Ross leading 20-3.
And Ross looks to put this game out of reach here with a score here.
Yeah, score should be
Around the 1 or 2
sufficient for them.
in the fourth quarter here.
Seeing that St. James, their offense hasn't been moving all day.
And you got to give credit to this Ross special teams along with the defense. They've caused so many turnovers.
I feel like it's gonna be last now. That's Drew Brees. He can spread the ball around.
First and goal from the 1 for the Ross Royals, looking to tack on to their 20-3 lead.
Shows what Baker should have been this year. He did that. He was right. I told you you were right. We were in the head.
And this is just going to be a run for Teojin Gaston. He is in, and that should be insurance marker here for Ross.
26-3, the Royals lead.
As pending a PAT, they'll be up 24.
I honestly think one of the guys nicked that who was in motion on the snap.
Nico Jean Gaston on the hold. Max Mixon on
I'm almost sure he hit the ball.
one more on for Ross.
But anyway, it goes through perfectly.
Now for the Royals, 27-3.
And this game, without a huge play here for the Alliance, a huge drive, this game looks to be about over.
Yeah, their Ross has been very good. Offense, defense, they've been just better than St. James, I think, in every category, really.
Yeah, and it started right off the bat, the turnover problems for St. James following the kick return.
It's going to be a quick throw here.
And
There's going to be a flag get launched out there.
Pass is caught. A flag flies in the air. However, we'll see what the call is.
It's going to be against St. James. So they're going to move back here. I don't think they knew they were getting a penalty because they were about to line up.
Yeah, that's going to track them back.
Hold assessed to St. James out driving
10 back.
20
So 1st and 20 upcoming here. Puts them in a little bit bigger of a hole. And they're going to set up screen here for Cotterill. Ben Cotterill with a nice set of moves. He'll be just short of a first.
So after the holding penalty took them back 10, Cotterill with a huge play, and I believe that will be 2nd and about 2.
2nd and 2. Let's go, Lions.
And stepping up to throw is Barry. He's going to put a ball.
I believe that was intended for Jose Matrina. Just didn't get enough on that one.
Barry's pass.
Yeah, it was,
So this is definitely 3rd down. Well,
you're
not
gonna have to
the
go for it.
territory you really want to go with it on 3rd down, but they are only 2 yards away.
Yeah, down 24. They're going to have to do something aggressive on offense. Bringing the blitz, here's Ross. Cotterill will
they
be
stopped him.
short, I believe.
believe this is short. I believe that will be the third time Ross has stopped them on 3rd and short situations.
Oh, this is going to be short. Yeah, Ross is going to get the ball back here.
So this Ross defense in short yardage situations that we barely see stopped in D10, they have stopped 3 of them this game.
So now the Ross offense will come back out here. 10 minutes to go in this game. And this will be a run here. And a run picking up a 1st and more over the 30-yard line. He'll be taken down.
Bracco there takes him down.
1st and 10 from the 28-yard line.
I know. That's literally what a high school football is. Except if Yako's your coach. Because there were times when we had terrible teams. And we won games.
And they're going to swing this over here for Nixon. He's going to stay in bounds, get to the 15.
So 2 first downs and 2 plays. They're rolling and they enter the red zone.
Max Nixon on the run, enough for another 1st down. Nixon stays inbound.
Yeah, and St. James, though their defense isn't really getting any more stops, I think they're just tired at this point. They've been on the field for the majority of this game.
Hey, they've been on the field a lot. And when you're getting the ball ran down your throat, that's physical football. Definitely wears out the defense.
This is going to be a fake sweep. They're going to run with Théogène Gaston, getting across the 10.
So decent gain there on 1st.
Gain of 6 on the play, 2nd and 4.
And this is going to be a run once again for Théogène Gaston. That should be a 1st. There's a flag on the play.
Looks like they are going to bring in 2 more offensive linemen. We'll see who this flag is against. It will be against St. James. So, I believe that moves him up a couple.
Unnecessary roughness against the Lions. That'll be an automatic 1st down, 1st and goal from the 1.
That'll move him right up here.
So in the I formation, a lot of offensive linemen out there.
Yeah, only 2 receivers there out wide. And that will be a pretty easy touchdown for Théogène Gaston.
Théogène Gaston, make that 4.
And Ross is really running away with it today now.
33-3 now the score for Ross.
And the PAT will make it 31. And that will be good. So yeah, a 31-point differential here.
7:43 to go here in the championship final between the Royals and the Lions.
And yeah, not the tightest game. We had 2 games go down to the wire on the semifinal day, but today it's been a rout.
Yeah, we saw the Lions take down the number 1 seed, as we mentioned again. But today just haven't been able to get the offense going, and you got to give a ton of credit to that defense that Ross has put out there today.
And now dropping back to pass is Barry, and he's going to throw that one away.
Bortolo had his man beat, but the pressure came early. I believe that was Tyler Baxter.
There's a flag thrown, I believe, at the 40. So we'll see what that is there.
The flag is picked up, will be second.
Yeah, it was thrown late after the play, so I'm not sure they're just going to pick it up. Not too big of a deal. Barry's going to drop back to pass, trying to unload it. Has Matrina open. It is caught.
Barry finds Matrina.
They've tried that play. Matrina has been open. They finally connect there.
Looks like they'll say he was out of bounds there.
I'm gonna this to the side away from the swing. Staying where Earl was swinging.
Just gonna mark that ball on the right hash.
But whatever. So when you're gonna hop back, you're not rushing the field. You grab on
And now looking to throw is Barry. That one's caught in a quick hitter.
Seen that one plenty of times on that slant. Yeah, this time it's to Monroe. We usually see it to Bertolo. So they're rolling here. Maybe too little too late, but we'll see.
Trying to put up some scores for Pride. That ball's hung up there, nearly intercepted.
Should have been picked off there. I believe that was Curtis Golden who should have had that one.
So now it'll be second upcoming after that pass. Ball's incomplete.
That's linebackers love that. Makes it easy to play behind.
Now dropping backs Barry. It's going to be a screen caught by Cotterill. Cotterill will be down at the 25.
Barry finding Cotterill in the air. Move the chains again. St. James just working their way down the field. First and 10 from the 25.
So picking up the first there on the screen. They're going to throw once again. That ball's tipped and incomplete.
Just off Monroe's hands there.
Pass glances off the hands of the St. James Lions receiver. Does end up incomplete. Second and 10. Fans, these football players on the field today all got their start somewhere. Most of them with the Guelph Minor football program. If you want to learn more about the University of Guelph's athletics, proud partner, check them out on Facebook.
Now Barry's going to unload once again. This one will fall incomplete.
It's like a bit of a miscommunication there.
Last play we were running two on this play.
But a lot of pressure in Barry's face.
Now third and 10. Absolutely no movement from the St. James sideline.
Hurries up 3 balls. Yeah. And there's no supporting cast.
Now looking to throw. That
ball
ball's
looked
tipped.
tipped.
Yeah, incomplete.
Not sure who got a hand on it, but someone definitely did.
And Ross's offense will come back on the field after that stop.
Yep, so it's looking like with 5:16 left in this game, Ross Royals will be your D10 champions. And they've done great work on special teams, the offensive side of the ball, and the defensive side of the ball today.
Yeah, let's see if they could just take some time off this clock, run the football, pick up a few first downs. And And this is going to just be a running play here. Won't be to Teo Gingaston, as that was Nixon under center for the Royals.
Yeah, we've seen this. Nixon usually a receiver.
So that was Daniel
Also the
Sorbera
kicker.
on the carry, sorry.
Looks like most of the starters are out.
Continuing to run 4:35.
Yeah, and Norm's really playing free instead of
It's going to be another run. It's Sorbera. He's been pretty good in the ground as he's going to try to run over a defender. He will be picking up a first.
That was a big run there by Sabera.
Trucks his way all the way to the 45-yard line.
My comment about most starters being out would be false. Still have a lot of starters in the game.
And this will be a run for Nixon. And he'll step out of bounds.
So approaching that 3-minute warning. I imagine there will be 1 or 2 plays before that, though.
And another running play here for Sorbera. Should be maybe just short. And that'll bring us to our 3-minute warning.
Hand off to Severa. Again, that'll be very close to a first down.
Yeah, he's just going to be short. I'm surprised if Ross just comes out here and sneaks, or they have been fairly run heavy on these 3rd and short situations. And yeah, they're just going to sneak it here. Nixon will pick it up on the ground.
Nixon picks up enough for the first down, and that
So the
should
chains
bring
will
us to
move.
the 3-minute warning. The Royals with the football in a 31-point lead.
So clock is back running.
And this is going to be another run here for Sorbera. Getting pushed back.
Severa getting his reps in here in the dying moments of the football game. Another gain on the ground.
So both these teams had great seasons. Looks like Ross will move on, though.
Looks like, yeah, there's a Ross player shaken up, so we'll be back with you in a moment. So that's Michael Nixon. The man shaken up. Looks like he will make it back to his sideline all right. Just at the 2-minute mark here. It's going to be a pass here for Nixon.
Ooh, and that should
unloading.
be pass interference, and it will be.
Yeah, multiple flags all over the field on that.
James Martin on Sam Barry.
Nixon airs it out. The officials air out their flags.
So that should give Ross a first down.
Yeah, I wonder who they're gonna play. They might get what? The same area?
So now that pass interference will move them right up there.
Yeah. But that would be a quarterfinal game. If they had like the bye, because it's like a
The
5
pass
game
interference
deal.
against St. James.
If you got the bye, then you
Ball
could play like
responded at the
Esper
33-yard line.
Resurrection.
First down.
Yeah, it's possible.
And now attempt on the sweep here is bobbled. Looks
think
like
Ross
Ross
got
has
that.
it. And there's some action here on the near side near the 30. Yeah, there's 2 flags. They're not going to call the flags on the actual rough stuff, but just a tiny push at the end they're going to throw a flag on.
That was Liam Burke, and I believe Riley Drexler getting into it.
Yes, I do. Mistakes.
That was so scary.
When you let it sit.
Yeah.
Looks like that's going to move Ross back, I believe.
Yeah, I think they threw it on the last push from Drexler.
Or maybe they will offset. Nope.
Still a delay. Looks like we should get this back and started. And another poor snap. And this is going to be jumped on by Max Nixon.
Snap gets away from Nixon, but does a great job to keep his composure.
So 2 poor snaps there.
It'll be a big loss. Second down.
So it'll be second and most of the field.
On the Royal side of the field.
Third and 40.
So yeah, sorry, that'll be third down.
Third down.
Yeah, it should be second down.
Yeah, that's right.
Ross calls a timeout.
They just lost the down.
Okay, so Ross is going to call timeout.
Is it off first down and then there's after the play was over? Yeah. So then it's first and yeah. And then we fumbled. Yeah. Second down.
They did, right? Okay, so I called second down.
So coming to the end of this game now.
And a low snap. They're going to try to get this. They do get it away. And now it'll be picked up here for Burke. He's going to try to make a few people miss. And he'll go down at the 36.
That is Liam Burke on the return for the Lions. Takes a ton of contact following.
Looks to be shaken up. Yeah, he'll get up, though.
St. James.
I believe.
Just 87 seconds to go in tonight's championship game between the Royals and the Lions. This the final
And
one
it looks
of the
like Liam Burke's going to be shaken up.
Proudly
We'll be
brought
back
to
with you in a
by
sec.
McDonald's.
Looks like Liam Burke will get off on his own power, which is definitely a good sign.
It's not, you know how St. James is usually a really dirty team? It's not the same. I think it's because Briar's good.
And they're going to pass here. That's caught for Bertolo. And that'll be a decent pick up there.
Tolo on the catch. That is not quite enough for a first down, but 2nd and 5.
That's going to be another throw that's caught for Matrina. He'll slip a tackle and be tackled just near midfield, just short of midfield.
For a first down, though. 1st and 10, St. James. 1 minute and 10 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
St. James, a team that lost a lot of players from last year. Went deep in Kawasa last year also.
It was a bobbled snap, making someone miss his Barry. He's going to throw,
Ooh.
incomplete.
It was a great play. Had his man Monroe. He drops it. But yeah, like we were saying, this team last year was very good. Had Tanner Nelms, Powell Szymanski, a lot of guys who left this team. Still had a lot of starters, including the quarterback who played all last year, Jacob Thomas, and he got hurt in, I believe, their last game of the regular season.
So now they're going to pass once again. That'll be caught for Monroe. That'll bring up 3rd.
Monroe that time. 2nd down. 3rd down. You got 24.
When you look at these guys, you're like, how do these guys win these games? We did it.
And they're going to wind up and throw again. That's Monroe. That's caught. Enough for a first.
Again on the catch. That's a first down. These Lions refuse to
I think we
quit.
did, though. We did well. Like, the,
So Lions are going to try to put a touchdown drive here together. They have not done today. It's been a rough one. Turned the ball over quite a bit early in this game, and Ross definitely made them pay for it.
It's Cuboto with the catch. He's going to take a hit.
And that's going to be a flag.
Big hit, but a flag immediately throw it.
Yeah, and he's shaking up.
That's Curtis Golden, I believe, on that hit.
Yeah, that's just that receiver's defenseless.
he's going to be on my defense this summer. Oh, we don't have him.
As well just take a break until he comes back.
So after that hit, it looks like Curtis Golden will no longer be in the game. I believe he was thrown out for that hit.
Yeah, that'll bring him up 15 as well.
So now St. James can strike here.
That will be a 25-yard penalty against the Royals. 1st and 10. St.
Because of that penalty, which moved St. James up 25 yards.
And they're going to look to maybe put a score up. This play's going to be blown dead.
Friday's not staying at Arcadia.
Now looking to throw here will be Barry. He's going to unload in the end zone. That'll be caught for Bertolo. Touchdown, St. James.
So Portolo's had a pretty good game here today. Catches one there, and now it will be 34-9. Pending the extra point, it will be 10.
And St. James is going to look to go for 2 here because why not, I guess.
I got it.
And he's going to sling it. It's going to be picked off on their attempt to go for 2. And Ross should just finish this game off.
Lions go for 2, do not succeed. That will keep the score at 34-9. Ross will take the football back and look to run out the rest of these 22 seconds en route to their D10 championship.
So now just 22 seconds left here for Ross to milk off the clock, as we're going to see a flag be thrown. I'm not sure. No, it'll just be picked up.
That's a gentle, friendly reminder. Following the conclusion of this football game, please do not attempt to enter the field.
And I believe...
Yeah, I think St. James is going to kick
They're
off
gonna-
here.
Yeah, I don't know if they're going to try an onside kick or what the story is here for St. James.
Not too sure why go for an onside kick here. This game is fairly out of reach,
Yeah, it's...
but I guess it's a pride thing for these Lions. They have not given up the fight. That's what you like if you're a coach. And
yeah,
that's going to
not
be a
even-
flag.
Yeah, Kim Ross, the kicker,
They
recovered
should
it.
blow
but
this down.
Yeah, this should be blown dead because that was...
If he would have waited a split second longer, I think he would have been fine.
Flags immediately hit the turf, though. It did
But
not
Cameron Ross with a nice return, covering his own side kick that will come back. I think he grabbed it like 8 yards. He just had to wait one more second.
Yeah, didn't realize where he was, so... Now I think Ross should be good to just end this game here.
Yep. I have a feeling that time's going to go back. Actually, it might not go back on the clock. Not too sure. And what this feels like is the longest 3 minutes ever.
It's been a long way since the 3-minute warnings hit. I think St. James is gonna just realize that this game's at a reach because I'm not sure they're going for onside kicks, but
So now the knees will come down. And that will be the game.
I think just one more knee should do it.
Ross takes a knee on first down. That will bring up second as the clock winds down.
And one more knee should do it here for the Royals as they are your D10 champions.
And as they come onto the field to celebrate, this is a team that was last place in D10. And now they are on top. Ross, the D10 champions.
Yeah, and they've been a team that their defense has been a massive factor for their success, as you saw today.
Royals!
And that will do it. Not sure if we'll be back next week.
Yeah, we were back for St. James last year because they were a very high seed coming out, but Ross being the 3 seed in D10,
We will see, but
Yeah, most of their games should be on the road, but a great season for them. It'll keep going. St. James, you got to tip your hat as a 4 seed coming in and beating GC in the semifinals. They've had a good season as well, but Ross getting the best of them here in the final game.
and whenever we meet again, we will see you.
Yeah, thank you for tuning in for this final game. Ross are your D10 champs.